Hi, hello everyone. We are all going through the surroundings of COVID 19 around us. I really do not know when we are going to meet face to face, so I've decided to post small videos of 10 minutes length each such that you can go ahead with a portion. Probably we met last in the first week of March, and at that time we started discussing collections in Java. Let's quickly have a recap. To begin with, we have iterable as the interface. Collection interface is extended from that. There are three more interfaces: set, list, and queue, which are getting extended from collection. List interface has an abstract list class which implements the methods available in list, collection, and eventually iterable. Now this abstract list has a class extended named as ArrayList. We are going to concentrate in this first video on the ArrayList class. See, this ArrayList class is nothing but at the back end an array, but this array has got a variable length. So let us look at a sample code as to how to use the ArrayList. We have ArrayListDemo. In the logic package, we have a student class with roll number and name, with a constructor which is 2-argument constructor and a toString method. We have a competition class. Competition class has got a single attribute, registered student, which is a new ArrayList, that is an empty ArrayList object initialized against the registered students. Then we have a constructor. Then we have add student in the registered student list. Then we have remove student in the registered student list. And then finally we have display registered students to display how many number of students have registered. This is how the competition class goes. Now in the test ArrayList class, what we have done is we have initialized a competition object named as fashion show. Then we have around 6 to 7 students, wherein every student has got certain roll number and a name. Now these students are say 18 number and we have competition, but these 7-8 students are not attached or connected to the competition. How to connect those students to the competition? It is through the add student method. Fashion show has got one student added as a participant into it, is 1. Then the second student is added. Then the third student is added. Then the fourth student is added, so on and so forth, up to the last student who is registered. What you're going to observe is the order of entering the students is maintained. When we say that let us have a display of registered students, you will find that the details starting from 1 and Karina onwards up to 8 and Susmita will be displayed. The order of entry will be maintained. It will not be disturbed. Okay, so at a time one student is added. Somehow, for some reason, one student says that no, I don't want to be the part of fashion show, so one student is removed. And then again the list is shown, which is the final registered student list. That is what is done in the test method. Let me go back. In competition, we have the method add student. This add student method is nothing but a wrapper method which internally calls the add an object method. See, this is a return type which is boolean. It adds an element Now, which is the element which we have declared while declaring the property? The element is student. So over here, when we say add student, element happens to be student. So S is the reference of the type student which gets added. Similarly, when we say remove an element which is of the type object. So over here object is nothing but a student. So student will be removed. Okay. The things which you are going to remember, which you are going to observe are the entry order is maintained. You can add a student, you can remove a student. That is what is done. And then the array list is tested. So let's check whether we get the answers like that or not by running it. Let's make the console bigger. Okay, to begin with, there are 8 students which are added, and then this one, number 6, is removed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 7 and 8 are the ones which are remaining after one student is removed. So this is what we have done, a very, very trivial thing which has used the array list. This way you can use array list anywhere you want, which has got a variable length array feature into it. See, array has got certain number of elements and every element gets a contiguous memory. This is the peculiarity. The same peculiarity holds good over here as well. So that's the reason why we use ArrayList. See, insertions and deletions in between the ArrayList are not very good in performance, but if you are going to search an element, then it is better in the ArrayList. This is the advantage. On internet, you can go across various websites and figure out what is the difference between ArrayList and a linked list. It's your job. You can take this to be a question. So with this and 2 basic methods, which are the ready-made methods in the ArrayList, we have covered up the functionality of ArrayList, that is through a combination of student getting registered into a competition. Let's see.